4 different kinds of shots that you could encounter while saddle hunting. The shot that's preferred is the strong side shot. And this is referring specifically to saddle hunters. Your strong side shot is going to be off your weak side hip, which means if you're right-handed, your strong side shot is going to be pointing your left hip direction, okay? And all you're going to do to take that shot is keep your feet right where they are, grab your bow, draw, and take the shot. Generally, when we set up, we try to position ourselves so that the deer trails are off of our strong side. Now, what happens if a deer is in front of you? If a deer is in front of you, now it's a completely different situation. It's a frontal shot. So what you're going to want to do is slowly creep to the side of your platform, step on the edge, and this is a preference thing. Some guys will just shoot just like this with this footwork. I personally like to get on the top standoff and get my shin into the tree. I feel like it makes me a little bit more stable when I'm shooting at an animal. And then you draw and you shoot your frontal shot. Now, what happens if a deer comes in behind you? This is a tricky shot. It's called the drop shot. You're going to grab your bow. I like to sink my knees into the tree and then start turning. And that's going to be your drop shot right there. To take a weak side shot, you're going to need to grab your rope and descend a little bit, okay? And then from there, you're going to want to bring your left foot to the right side of your platform, just like that. After you bring your left foot to the right side of your platform, your right foot crosses over to the far side. Now you can step in, and now you're turned for your weak side. And that is how you execute your weak side shot. With your rope over your shoulder, gives you a little bit more stability. I've taken all of these shots multiple times in the last few years, and obviously you prefer your strong side shot. If you don't get it, a frontal is really nice. The drop shots and the footwork to get to the weak side, you're going to want to practice that in the off season, because when it comes to a point of, all right, these deer are coming in and the pressure's on, the blood's boiling, you know they're only going to be there for 15 seconds, you've got to really have your footwork down. I see a lot of guys will try to cheat. They'll grab their bow, they'll arrow up, bring their bow over to this side of the tree, and then they'll start turning their hips, turning their hips, turning their hips. You don't want to shoot a deer like this. All right, I've missed deer shooting like this before. This is lazy weak side, okay? To do it right and to have the most stable shooting platform that you can, clear your right foot to make room for your left, and then you're going to cross your right foot over your left and turn into your rope. Obviously, in a perfect world, you're going to do all of this while you know a deer's head is behind brush or their head is behind trees. But just keep in mind, if they're coming to your weak side, this is where you want to be for that weak side shot. Otherwise, doing it the half-baked way, it's setting you up for a lot of instability. You really got to twist your hips into your rope, and then if you lose your footing, you're just going to fall off to the side. You know, anything can happen. So be careful.